Hi darlings, this is Christina and today I have a few Dior Lilac goodies. So if you're interested, just keep watching and let's get into it. Okay darlings, so I could not resist the Dior Rosy Glow pink lilac color. Now, I have actually done a review on these Rosy Glow blushes in the past and I was not a big fan. I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all. The only color I actually kept was the rosewood color. So I actually have been enjoying that one more recently. I know they are pH color changing blushes, so it really varies on the skin tone and your pH and all those things. So it's going to be very individual to your own coloring, which I can appreciate. These do have a 12-month shelf life. It is made in France and is 0.15 ounces of product, and it is pH adapting color. Now, I have not always been a fan of Dior blushes. I feel like they're just not my favorite since the reformulation, being more natural and things, but I thought I would give it a try. I want to try these Rosy Glows one more time. I saw the color and I really thought it was so pretty. I will tell you, it's very scented. It's pretty strong, and the only time I ever mention if things are scented is if I like really smell them off the bat, and I can smell this upon opening. It smells very fruity, but it is strong. So if you're sensitive to smells, you're gonna smell this. Okay, darlings, I'm going to come a little closer and we're gonna try this blush out. I'm gonna take my Sonia G Cheek Pro blush and I'm going to Okay guys, I'm looking at this mirror and I feel like I'm in a like a fun house. The mirror in here is terrible actually, so this mirror I'm not gonna be able to use. I'm gonna use another mirror to just place it on myself. That's pretty. It is definitely a cooler kind of pink. It's pretty. It's kind of reminding me of my new Guerlain blush. I'm gonna do some swatch comparisons to a few blushes that are kind of similar at the end, guys. Nice. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of my favorite Dior blush colors thus far. It's very smooth on the skin. It doesn't look like it's enhancing texture at all. It doesn't look cakey. It actually is pretty nicely pigmented. It's not taking a lot of effort to build up the pigment either. It'll take a little minute for my skin to adapt and pick the color that it wants to be on me, but so far, so nice. Now let me show you a few things that are kind of similar in my opinion. So we have the Guerlain Terracotta Blush in Rose Claire, and then the Dior Lilac. Okay, in my mind, I thought this was going to be similar, but it's actually not as similar as I thought. So this is the Guerlain and this is the Lilac, and I put like 2 swatches per, and I would say formula wise the Guerlain is still smoother and creamier than the Dior. And we have the Haus Labs Lavender Blonde color, and this is probably going to be the most similar. It's definitely more pigmented than the Dior Lilac. So Dior Lilac and then the Haus Labs. So that is the closest, but guys, dude, the Dior is not very pigmented at all versus the Haus Lab, which I personally really love. And then I'm going to show you from the Tom Ford Hazy Sensuality. I do really love this purple color, and I have used it as a blush. I've I've presented this in many videos that I have really liked this color. It's really creamy, really pretty, and I have used it as a blush, and that is the color up top. So we have Tom Ford, we have Guerlain Rose Claire, we have the Dior Lilac color, and then we have the Haus Labs Lavender Blonde. So these are all the colors. It's not bad, guys, but it's not the creamiest of the shadows that I have, as you've seen here. And it's not very pigmented. So if you're looking for a very light color, it has a place, but I would say you need your skin to be really hydrated, really moisturized. I even already sprayed my Lisa Eldridge spray to kind of like blend it in. And the color's pretty, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's not very pigmented, but it does build on the skin. But it's not the creamiest of formulas that I have. So that's my only caveat with this one. Now, I did also purchase the Rosy Glow Lip Lilac. And right now I just have the Guerlain Lavender Glow. Guys, I can't get enough of these. I have like 5 of these colors thus far. So I'll do a separate video with all the colors because I'm obsessed. But let me remove it and I'm going to go over this Lip Addict color. BRB. So this is the 603. Now I do typically really love the Dior Addict lip glows. I feel like of all their lipsticks and formulas, these are the most hydrating. Now that I have the Guerlain lip oils, I really don't want to even try anything else. Honestly, it is my go-to. That's why I didn't order any of the other lipsticks in the lilac color, because the oil, no, it's not going to be as hydrating as the Guerlain, and I'd rather spend the money on the Guerlain, so I didn't order it. It didn't even look like it was going to show up on anybody's skin tone. So I opted for something that was actually hydrating and moisturizing. The Pink Lilac has 3.2 grams of product. It's made in France. All right, guys, you barely see the color on my arm, so, and I swatch it over and over again. So perhaps the swatch isn't going to do it justice. So let me just put it on my lips. Like I said, I did remove the Guerlain lip oil, and these are very moisturizing. There's a little tint to it. Okay. Okay, so you can see it a little. This is not going to be very pigmented. It's not going to be very pigmented at all. It's a nice lilac color and very hydrating, moisturizing feeling. I also have this one, this lip glow in the rose gold. It's got a little shimmer shine. I love it. I've gone through a few of them, so I've repurchased them a few times, and that's always a good sign for me when I feel like I used it all up. You know, as a makeup reviewer, I love makeup, and it's not often that I get to use up lipsticks and lip oils and lip glosses, so it says a lot. Now, it's been a few minutes since I put the blush on and everything, and the lip gloss, lip glow, and I'm trying to see if this is where the color is going to end for me. And it has brightened a little. I don't know if you can see it. In regards to these, is it worth it? I think, I don't know that the Haus Lab is still available because she did reformulate, so I'll have to double check that. But if you're darker than I am, I would say pass on this. And if the Haus Labs Lavender Blonde is still available, that's going to show up on you way better. It's going to be creamier. It's going to be more pigmented. My skin and lighter is going to work. It's a pretty color. And if you're not looking for a lot of pigmentation, it's nice. Like I said, it's not as creamy. So it's the best Dior blush I have tried in a really long time. I'm going to use it and see how I feel. And then the lip glow oil I really like. I think it's pretty. It's not very pigmented, guys, so don't expect pigmentation from this. You see ever so slight pigmentation. Let me just show you, because this is probably what I do, to be pretty frank. I'll put the Guerlain over top of this. Is it totally unnecessary? Absolutely. But then watch how it's gonna bring everything together. And now you really see some type of lilac-y, plummy color. Like That's the difference, guys. You just saw me without it, and now you see me with the Guerlain on top. I do this a lot with the Guerlain lip oils. I put them over lipsticks, over lip liners, and I enjoy them so much. So this is probably how I'd use it, I'm not gonna lie. So is it worth it? If you're going to pick a lilac-y color, I would say get the glow oil from Guerlain. They're like the same price, maybe a little. Guerlain's like maybe $6 more, and you're actually going to get a little more pigmentation because I was wearing it in the beginning of the video. You know, if you don't want this much glow, this much gloss, this much shininess, then the Dior in the Color Reviver balm is really nice. It's very hydrating and not very pigmented. So darlings, that's my feelings on this. I don't think it's a must-have, and they are not special editions, just FYI. It looks like they're going to be colors part of the permanent collection. Take that. It is not something you have to run out and get. You can definitely sleep on it, and I definitely will wait for a Sephora sale or some type of sale to purchase these particular products because they will go on sale and they're not special editions, which is nice. So darlings, I am going to be doing a mid-year roundup of the best luxury beauty products I purchased from January to June. So expect that. I will be doing something in June in regards to that, like a roundup. And also I'm going to be definitely incorporating more ways to utilize more of your products that have been out, new and old. It definitely is something near and dear to my heart. It inspires me. And if you're interested in things like that, yes. However, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this review helped. And darlings, I'll catch you in the next one.